Hello, everyone. I trust you're doing well. So, yeah, that is something that is going to shake the market most probably on a Monday. It's very hard to understand what is happening here, but be skeptical. Uh, there are too many distractions in the current government, in the current administration, and there are more important things out there like your groceries. So here we are talking about the U.S. market. We see that NASDAQ have been going very, very well and going high. There's something that we're gonna notice once we'll be talking more and deep diving that pretty much the semiconductor industry now is leading the market. It's pretty clear now. We have, for about a month that things are going into a certain direction. Before we have, pretty much sideways. The market was not with a clear direction, and again we have distractions related to, the conflict in Iran about oil and, this market, that is the energy market, have been having good days and not so good days. However, it's not a trend. It's just a reaction to the things that are happening, and it does not seem to be that important anymore, considering how the administration is taking these matters into account. Anyway, moving forward here, we have some symbols that have been going very well in the high. One thing that makes sense to talk about it's exactly about Intel Core. You see here that Intel Core had a surge of over 23%. When we dive a little bit and get to know and understand better what is happening, it seems that there are some contracts related to AI data center, pretty much infrastructure. And the results have been higher than expectation. Intel had forecasted something about 12 billions and it reached 13 billions. It's about 7% higher than what has been estimated. And this is just the beginning, right? So Intel is not NVIDIA, they do not have the GPU technology. However, the processors maybe are more affordable and can be used to order parts because we have the IoT, right? Internet of Things. And when it comes to that, we have a lot of chips that you can use pretty much anywhere. Maybe Intel will be providing such solutions, okay? Intel is having a growing demand exactly in the Xeon 6 processor and Gaudi 3 with AI accelerators. The main thing is that, again, all of this is about infrastructure. So you can make your bet and we can see how it goes. The main thing in here is that when it comes to semiconductors, we have two things to look at. The first thing that we look is exactly how is it going. So in this month, Intel Corp already grew 87% in a month. That is a big deal. In the last 6 months, we're talking about 108%. All right? And in a year, we're talking about 300%. So Intel is going really, really, really well. Make a bet and see how it goes because those things are not going to be here that long. It's a great opportunity here. Anyway, make a decision, study, and check if it makes sense for you or not. When it comes to chips, we always look to ATSM, TSMA. Yeah? Oh, TCS. Oh, I think I'm so wrong about everything. TSMC, guys. So this is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. This is the company who built every single chip. So NVIDIA, you can pretty much call them a brand, Intel a brand, and AMD a brand. Why? Because who produced the chip on behalf of this company is exactly the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing. Right? So this month already raised 31%, in the 6 months 34%, and in the year 86%. So as you see here, Intel is going way better when it comes exactly to this valuation here. We're talking here about 12 months, guys. So in 12 months here of Intel, we are talking about 25% month after month. Jeez, this is a good bet for you. Anyway, let's move forward and see what else we have into the market. For example, Intel, we see that it's going very well, it's in a high trend. But let's see about NVIDIA, right? So NVIDIA here maybe already grew as much as possible because this month was 21%. The last 6 months was only 8%, and by the year was 91%. So as you see, Intel is pretty much sidelined comparing to Intel Core, right? So that's it. The semiconductor industry is going very well right now. I believe that's just the beginning of the trend. There's way more for us to see and to understand. But the main thing here that you can see is that, is raising very high and fast. We have here the iShares, the ETF of semiconductors, that is not doing so well as Intel, that made 300% in a year, but already made 150%, which is half of it, and have very big names that compose this index here. And as you see here, now in March, things get serious. We are having a huge surge and a huge investment. And we're talking about big bets here, right? Very good investments here. So I think the trend is clear. I think the market is going in this direction. Everything is showing us that. So pay attention, look around, and see how it goes.